Greetings, fellow travellers, and welcome to a new instalment of Atheism Exposed, wherein I continue to shine the light of truth on the dark recesses of the atheist cult. Now then, have you ever looked at the social movements of the 20th century, like Nazism, communism, feminism, and Islam, and wondered why they all universally share the same themes of hating God and hating the family? I admit, at first glance it seems baffling how these things could all share such specific views on these two very specific issues. But then you look a little deeper, and you can detect that vicious undercurrent of atheist ideology running through them all. It's almost as if they were merely front organisations put in place by the puppet masters of the atheist cult to keep them hidden as they pull the strings in the background. As a means of comparison, observe the behaviour of these supposedly disparate groups. The Nazi clampdown on religious freedom led directly to the mass murder of millions of Jews and Jehovah's Witnesses. Likewise, any country where atheist communism has reared its head has been the setting for some of the worst anti-religious genocides in history. Sort of Soviet Union, China, Cambodia, the whole lot, all of them were viciously anti-Christian. And then, just try being a Christian in any country dominated by Islam. You're every bit as likely to be a victim of their atheistic anti-Christian crusade. It's disgusting. And so it is today with the atheistic feminist movement. Almost every conceivable form of ungodly evil is advocated by these monsters. It really starts with their unending desire to destroy the Christian family unit, to strip males of any rights or their place in society, and to undermine the core values that have upheld Christian countries for millennia. But when you dig a little deeper, it's even worse than that. And this is where the link to Nazism becomes so obvious. The Nazi eugenics program of the 1930s was aimed at the elimination of various religious and social groups that they considered to be subhuman. This is a vile ideology from its very inception, but in modern feminist theory, the main group viewed as subhuman is men, with the eventual goal being the total extermination of the male half of humanity. This typically will take the form of gender-selective abortion, selecting male children for extermination. This is a major part of the reason that feminists and their atheist cultists, they're both so aggressive in their support of a woman's right to murder the preborn. And do you really think that any group will be able to speak out against this monstrosity? Especially if that group happens to be a Christian group, because we all know how much atheists will listen to Christians, of course. We all know, again, what atheistic ideologies will do to any dissenting voice that gets in the way of their genocide. Because that's just it, isn't it? As is typical of any group formed as an offshoot of the atheist cult, feminism has genocidal insanity as one of its foundational principles. It's almost as if the act of rebelling against the love and morality of God strips you of your basic human dignity or something. No, it really couldn't be that, could it, atheists? Well, in any case, I hope that's just opened a few eyes briefly, and until I see you again, go with God. Thank you.